हर मंजिल को पाना तेरे लिए आसान होगा, हर मंजिल को पाना तेरे लिए आसान होगा, अगर तेरे पास हौसलों से उड़ान भरने का हुनर होगा. Good morning and welcome back, friends, to another episode of Money Mindset Master with Vkas Joshi. Friends, we have been discussing of the goals, the path to reach the goals, the self-awareness, the limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs became the part of the self-awareness. They require to be addressed in detail because these are the limiting beliefs which you yourself have formed for you. That is, you have trained your mind that these are the limiting beliefs which I have trained myself, which are restricting me, restricting you to reach your goals. Some of the limiting beliefs which I have already addressed are: I don't have time, I cannot change, I am succumbed to the circumstances, I have a fear of failure, the age factor, the old age factor, the young age factor. The age factor in general was addressed, that age cannot be a barrier to success. But I thought that it should be specifically disintegrated into two parts. The first one being the old one and the other one being the young one. I don't know how people categorize themselves into be young and to be old in any act of life, in any requirement for life, in any requirement to be successful in life. Because you cannot categorize yourself being a young or old to be successful. What you require is the change of mindset. What you require is to take on this limiting belief, challenge this limiting belief. That is what is required. So today, friends, I will be addressing on I am too young, a negative thought pattern that suggests that an individual sees that age is a barrier, a limitation, potentially hindering their ability to be taken seriously, pursue certain opportunities, or be considered capable in various aspects of life. So you have to overcome this belief. You have to overcome this limiting belief. To overcome this limiting belief that I am too young involves challenging these negative thought patterns, recognizing that you can bring unique perspectives, energy, and innovation. Embracing the opportunity to learn, seeking mentorship, and confidently pursuing goals can help individuals break free from this constraint, that of limiting belief of I am too young. Now this I am too young concept that is limiting you, that you have made itself a limiting belief in your mind, is just because you're not ready to accept that you can take on the new skills, you can develop the skills. You have already decided that since you lack the experience, hence you will not be able to take on the responsibilities. How are you going to take the responsibilities then? Unless and until you start something, you will not be able to understand its perspectives. You will not be able to understand whether you can reach the goals or whether you can take on it as a challenge, or you are to give it up. Somewhere you have to start. Then only you can say that yes, I had an experience of such things. So for experience, you have to start. So you cannot have that limiting belief that I'm too young. You have to start with that. In the process, you are underestimating your own abilities by not accepting that you can start any new thing. You have to learn. You have the abilities, but lack of experience that you have feed in your mind is again restricting you to Understand your own abilities to take on the new skills, to be creative, to develop. So in the process, you are underestimating yourself. In the process, you are taking your goals away from you. So also, you yourself have decided that you are not being taken seriously, that the young generation cannot be taken seriously as the lack of experience. They don't have the abilities or the skills to develop. No, friends, it is not like that. The process goes on, the life goes on. The elder ones develop something, the younger generation has to take them forward. That is the process. That is what life is. So the creativity doesn't define any age, or creativity is not restricted by any age. Creativity is spontaneous or is inbuilt part of every person. It is up to you how to develop it. So don't restrict itself. And since being creative helps you to develop, it will prove your abilities. So the people will take you seriously. Once you prove something, but it will take time. But the challenge should be taken. You should not sit back clinging to the negative thought that I'm too young and unexperienced and I cannot develop all this. I cannot, I can't, and all these negative words. Be positive. We have to change our restricted mindset to the growth mindset. So we have to take this limiting belief head on. Another fear that the young generation people fear is the thought, or the very thought that the rejection, the fear of rejection, expressing any ideas may be disliked by many people. They fear the rejection. They fear that they may be criticized. They fear that they will be laughed at. But friends, creativity or the steps or experimentation are required to be taken. Unless and until that, you cannot achieve something new. You have to. Failure cannot be the full stop for your activities. Failure should be the stepping stone to reach your goals, to improve on yourself. So also, as usual it goes, the comparison with older individuals, it leads to a negative thought into the minds of younger generation. But friends, that cannot be compared. The creativity to take forward any activity or any act which has already been developed by an older generation cannot be compared. It is an addition to it. So you have to understand in that way only. You have to feed your mind in that way only. You have to tell your mind that you are adding something to whatever is existing now so as to develop the thing. In the process, you are developing yourself. You are growing. You are helping your personality development. You are helping your personal growth. The other thing is that since being young, I am having very limited responsibility. No, friends, responsibility cannot be limited. And you should not own a limited responsibility. If you have taken the task into the hands, if you have decided to work on that particular task, own the task and own every responsibility of it, then only you can take it head on. Then only you can remove these limiting beliefs. then only you can be successful. Limited responsibility is restricting you to understand the very whole task, to take on the task as a whole, to take on the task and reach the final, or reach the result, or reach the goal. In the process, you're also losing on your goals. You're also losing on your future. You're also losing on your personal development or personal growth. Another part that it is always that we are after is the younger generation is impatient for success. You require success immediately. You have to take on this. This is a part of this limiting belief. I'm too young. Hence, I wish that I should complete it in a faster way. Or that is what expected by the society, the family members also. No, friends. The job is to be done the way it is to be done. So, impatience for success leads to failures and wastage of time. Planned and time slotted hours or time management will help you to control the impatience for the success. Your creativity, your very act that you have taken the task proves that you are capable for the task. Now you have to control the impatience. Success is defined provided you approach it in a planned way. You have planned your time. Your time management is perfect. You have delegated the task as per requirement and monitored it also. So whenever you are talking that I'm too young to take on the task, you are talking of your own abilities. Oh, you're not talking of your abilities. You are saying that you are not able to take the task when you are restricting yourself with this limiting belief that I am too young to take the task. In the process, you are underestimating yourself. You are underestimating your abilities. You are underestimating your capabilities. You are underestimating your creativeness. You are underestimating your capability to navigate through the challenges, to take on the challenges. So, friends, the limiting belief is restricting you from your personal growth. It is restricting you from your own development. In the process, it is restricting you from your future. So, whatever you want to earn, or the happiness of future, you have to earn it today. You have to start it today. So you cannot have that limiting belief in you that I am too young to start for. You have to start. You have to take on. You have to accept the responsibilities to develop the skills, to take forward in innovative ways, to apply the brains towards the innovativeness of the set processes so as to reach the goals in a new or a faster way. Yes, you can definitely, provided you start thinking that you can, rather than clinging on to the limiting belief that I'm too young to start from and hence I can't. You have to change this word I can't to I can. You have to forget about all comparisons or restrictions that might be imposed on you become because of your young, because of you're too young. But show by your abilities. Show by your capabilities that you are capable to take on the new responsibilities. The younger generation has many of the innovative methods to work for, to take forward the set processes in an innovative way so as to reach or to get the faster results. Friends, please remove the limiting belief that I am too young, which is restricting you to take on the new responsibilities or the new skill sets or to understand any new part of or the new walk of life. That is what I said. हर मंजिल को पाना तेरे लिए आसान होगा. हर मंजिल को पाना तेरे लिए आसान होगा अगर तेरे पास हौसलों से उड़ान भरने का हुनर होगा. On this note, I sign off, friends, and we meet again in another episode of Money Mindset Master with Vkas Joshi. Bye bye. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the life. It is a one time activity. Do enjoy.